Hello, everybody. Welcome to Streaming Superstars tonight. Just FYI, I'm a little sick, just getting over a little cold, so that's why I might sound congested or maybe I have a little cough. But I'm excited today. I'm going to be interviewing Miles now. He's an interviewer also, and he has his own show, so we're going to be talking about the tech, why he does this content, so let's bring him on. What's up?
What's up, Sammy? Thank you for having me. I appreciate the opportunity, good brother. Thank you.
No problem. So I'm very excited to have you on tonight because I have been watching your content and it has been amazing. I why did you start this channel?
I started it because my sister, who's also a content creator, Sarah Screwloose, she was telling me like the hard things about starting a YouTube channel, what you needed, what you don't have, what you should get, and all this stuff that was like adding up to just monuments of nothingness. And I was just like, look, we can do it together. And I just happened to stumble upon a great community on my journey. And although everything she was saying was true, it there is strength in numbers, right? So it it was surreal when I finally like met my tribe of people, yourself included, and it was just wonderful. And I've been enjoying the ride ever since.
That is amazing. So do you have like a remote producer or do you do it
Nah.
yourself? Because I see you like having people in the studio, and if you're like the co-host, isn't that hard? Or like the host to switch cameras plus like interact?
So it's very hard. But I think when I first came into it, I was very optimistic. So I thought I can do everything. So I would just get long cords and try to figure things out to uh, a matter where I could just do it myself. But then, you can't concentrate on the content create. I mean, you can. Some people can, but it's definitely like a muscle memory. So I would have like my stream deck over where I sit, or I would just be here at the production table and looking into the teleprompter, and I started to just understand different avenues of what I was doing, and with the repetitions it just became really easier.
That is amazing. Now, so what's your current job right now? Because you just mentioned it. Like it's a full-time job. Is that hard to do content creation with that or
Yeah, I think it's a only because it's a different mindset. So full time I am a mobilization NCOIC, so I'm in the military, and it it's like, I would say it's like a dual personality, dual hat type thing, to where I'm the same person, uh, whether I'm talking to my soldiers or getting soldiers back or to where they need to go, as I am as a content creator. But I feel like content creation is more of there's time to think about it, even if it takes just this hour that I have with my
yeah.
guests.
So why aren't you documenting your like military journey? I'm just curious because I know there's some channels that have thousands of subscribers. Just curious about that.
Well, because I think I'm at the probably like the final phase of my career, and although it is a good career, and I loved every most of the time I was in the military, I don't really want to
Yeah,
be known for that. You know what I mean? Like,
true.
and a lot of things that I do in the military, uh, it's not like something that most people would find interesting, or and a lot of it is secret. So I don't really try to get into that phase of it. I'd rather be known for myself, because this. Oh, and then another reason why I'm on this journey is because I do have a goal of writing a New York Times bestseller, and
Woo!
that'll be in the book.
Let's make that
Thank you.
happen.
Yeah.
So, now, are you thinking of quitting your 9 to 5 to do this hobby of yours? Or not
Well,
hobby, but this could be your job because some people are making tens of thousands of dollars a month with YouTube and content creation.
100%, Sammy. So I'm a I am a veteran, and I've been in the military for over 20 years, and I have 3 years left. So at this point, I'm gonna try to stay in to the end of my career so I can collect that retirement. Um, but like I said earlier, this is something that my sister was talking about doing. I didn't know that the communities were so big, uh, but now that I do, I feel like I'm getting a jump start and a head start to what has to happen. So I wouldn't say I would quit the job, but I'm definitely looking forward to never getting another job and this being
Yeah.
considered my full time job.
And what are your thoughts on making a team if you do this as an like not get a job like after this, maybe get an editor and a producer, like all that stuff.
Right. So I am of the belief that people, when you do what you want to do, you do it best. So but I also am of the belief that you have to know everything. So about what you do. So that's why, like, I go to school every Saturday, in our LGL fam group, and I'll try to watch all the videos that, our peers create, because it is interesting how someone could have something and make it look so easy and then explain it. And I'm fascinated by that. So there most likely, when it comes to editing, I will probably
Yeah.
outsource that,
Yeah.
but there's something about me that wants to learn it on my own. But until then, I'll go live.
Yeah. So, how long did it take you to start this channel and just start creating content with no excuse? Like, how long did it take you to
I,
start creating?
well, so my channel became it started off as just an audio podcast, and then when I started to watch more and more of YouTube, I started to come up on some of the Ecam fam, and I saw what those folks were doing. A lot of what they do is not what I do, but like what you do is what I do, right? And it's funny because what we do is mostly, you know, interviews and things that might not generate might not generate the viewership that it should on the onset. But then I got into the SEO lane, and I started to talk to Doc about, like, what
Yeah.
I needed, and then so I started to get too buddy and start
Yeah.
to really understand what it's gonna take for me to build
Totally.
a new audience. And yeah, I mean, that's what I've been trying to do since the YouTube channel started. And like I said prior, I was just like super obsessed with audio, and my audio was crap. Uh, but I spent probably the beginning of COVID
Yeah.
till, I would say, July, just trying to learn Logic, trying to learn all these things that I didn't really absolutely need. And but
Yeah.
it was really good time learning it.
So, I'm like a tech geek and a tech nerd. So I'm curious, what kind of mics and cameras do you usually do for these interviews? Because it's like a podcast slash interview, you know what I mean? Like a
Yeah,
Joe Rogan style late
right.
night or like a late night sit down talk show with like the mic and you know what I mean?
Right, right, right. So I'm always into testing new things, right? So right now I got this Harmonic boom mic that I'm
Yeah.
using for probably like the first time in this setting. But I probably got about four Shure MV7s, and I got what's called an MV, the USB, the short USB mic. But those weren't my first mics. That's just something like I said. I saw, Mr. Gear Doc had, and I was like, you know what, they were affordable and they work good. What I have. I also have the DBX 268, which I'm not running right now, and I have the Behringer um Mixmaster and a couple other Behringer things just for preamps for right now because I'm really obsessed with the
Very
audio.
nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. So, how are you switching all of this gear and all that stuff right now?
So right now I do have the A10 Mini Pro ISO, um, but it doesn't output 4K. So I'm looking to probably offload this and go and try some additional uh cam
Yeah.
links. And I have a Shitashi and I have just a whole bunch of USB 3 dongles. But but Black Magic before I joined Ecan Fam, like that was my deal, and I can go in through SDI with a lot of it. And right now I think I have the Sony 6400 and
Yeah.
and
Didn't you have a Canon before or something? I kind of
yeah,
remember.
yeah. So Miss Diane, see, all right, thanks. So Miss Diane, she sold me on the the Canon M50, and that was my first camera. No, actually, so I actually had on a trade, I traded my buddy. I had two T3 Rebels, a T6 Rebel, and a T7. I got rid of all of those. Got the M50, but that battery life thing kind of caught me for threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
And yeah, so now I'm Team Sony all day. A lot of that stuff, but yeah, it's working, man. It's going.
So, what computer are you using right now? Just curious.
So right now I'm running an M1 Mac,
Ooh.
2020 M1 Mac, and I got a 2012 uh Mac Mini. So I got a M1 Mac Mini, and I got a 2012 Mac Mini that souped up.
Nice. I
So,
kind of remember that, but this is you, this is a way to do it. Some
mm-hmm.
people are able to connect multiple cam links, so you can buy cam links or cheapos, and you
Right.
can put four in, and that's like a mini A10 mini, but you have more control. So
Right,
that's
yeah,
another
that's what I'm working on right now
very
on
nice.
doing, but I just gotta sell the Pro ISO. The only reason why I'm hesitant on selling the Pro ISO is because it captures all the cameras on my hard drive. So if I want to get good at editing, the the cam links might not be the best thing for that because it's not capturing the shot as I need it. And I know for Vlogmas, as you can see, I'm really excited about Vlogmas. Um, I really want to get into some product stuff just because I know that's what I can do every day.
Yeah, just checking. That's a good resale value.
Yeah, I think it is.
But one sec. Some people actually just do their whole shows with the Pro ISO.
Yeah, and I can
But
too. I think I can,
yeah,
but
but you have
depending on how
more
many cameras I want.
flexibility.
Yeah, it depends how many cameras, how many cameras you want, and
Yeah,
learning companion because I can actually do it and then use the stream deck to or the loop deck to kind of get around where I want to go. Um, but it's
yeah.
still hard to like focus on that while you're focusing on like a conversation or something like that. I know so
Uh, let so you said that you had a person that was helping you. Was that correct?
right. So I had a producer, executive producer, and these were just friends of mine. Like in the military, like our bond is always very tight. So if you ever ask anybody in the military, especially if they're higher ranking than you, can they help? They're always gonna say yes. So uh yeah, so I have my buddy Mike. He's an audio guy. He comes through when he can, and yeah, that's it for right now. Um And I had my other buddy Mike. He would come through and just help me with like the arrangements, because you know how it is. Like when you're trying to set
Yeah.
the space up, it gets like really messy. And yeah, that was like a big thing for us at the beginning, because I had I think it was like the Tascam Model 12, but yeah, I had to send that back. But yeah, that's what I had,
So
and it was
what are
like,
you using right now?
so right now I'm using the Tascam Mixcast.
Why do you love Tascam so much?
I just really think it's a good product, but even though the Model 12 failed me, I just really think it's a good product. I like the way it's built. Yeah, I know you guys are like big in the road, but I like the way Tascam is built, and like in a lot of it was like the tutorials too. The tutorials were like really something that like spoke to me at first, and I'm just like a loyal brand guy, I guess.
Do you like doing you like because you said that you did pre-recorded videos, is that correct?
Yeah, so I would do pre-recorded videos, same thing with pre-recorded audio, and it would just take me so long to edit, and I just hated it. I hated. I loved doing the video itself, but I hated editing it, and I hate the way I would sound once I listened to it 3 or 4 times. So I just decided to, you know, just go live. Like I have some like really good interviews that never came out. Like I interviewed Andrew Schultz one time, and I couldn't put it out because it was just terrible. And I think that was probably in my mind, and I probably should try to fix that myself and put it out. But it was an awesome interview, and like we stayed on the phone for like maybe 3 hours, and he's one of my favorite comedians. So it was yeah, it was hard for me to try to edit it and not being able to. So yeah.
Yeah, that is wow. You
What shows are you into?
I'm mostly into. I don't really watch a lot of TV. I have
Yeah, neither
access,
do I.
but I'm more of a YouTube person.
Yeah, same.
So I thought of the a genius idea for you.
Okay, I'm gonna take a note.
How many? So how many viewers do you usually get?
On a live,
Yeah,
anywhere between like 20 and 45
yeah.
on the average. Yeah.
If you did a consistent now, now I don't know if you want to do this,
Oh, say it. Talk heavy.
but this would help you with watch time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna ask some people about this, the theory. But
Mm-hmm.
my theory is you could like what hours of the day are you free in the day? I'm just curious.
None. So like I would only be free either early in the morning or in the evening, because I do have a 2-year-old boy.
Yeah, because now this sounds crazy, but maybe
Mm-hmm.
you could. This is what other channels do, and I'm curious about this.
Right. You're killing
You
me with
could
this.
run a version of Ecamm because I did this before on. I have run an older version of Ecamm, like a 2000. Once I ran a 2009 Mac with Ecamm, so the 2012 would be fine. You have
Mm-hmm.
no camera really. You just have a loop of all of your streams.
Mm. Like a playlist.
A playlist live, and then when you hit go live, it's already live. So it's like a live TV station. So it's not using a lot of CPU, and then you could
Mm-hmm.
get a direct out. So it would be like a little TV station.
Hmm. I had to think about that. I hear what you're saying, but yeah, nah, I'll think about that.
Just a
So
crazy
you're
idea.
talking about, so basically you're talking about like the shows that come on at midnight on like regular television. It's like, all right, you get the reruns, but like a live version's coming on
Yeah,
at
so
this
it would
time.
be like live TV, like Miles live
Right.
TV.
Okay. Yeah, no, that sounds doable. That sounds doable. Trust me, man. I'm trying to hit the goals. So whatever I had, man, like the biggest room in my house is the room for improvement. So yeah.
I don't know if my viewers will like it, and I will ask them.
Okay.
This would blow up my channel still, and this would be pretty cool. It would be a live interview show,
Right.
and then it would be like a live 24, not live 24/7, but I know people from different countries. So
Right. Like
each day or each week, they pick someone, and I get some good people, and I would maybe like pay them maybe, but also I would get sponsorships, and they could get a bigger audience. Just an
you're talking
idea.
about, that's a dope idea. I love
So
that.
it
It's
would
like
be
like a telethon.
so it would be the Superstar interview channel, and it would
Right.
be live. I would try to do a weekly live that starts in the morning, and
Right.
it would be like not news, but like an interview style
Yeah, like a telethon. So
telethon.
almost,
Yeah, but it's
yeah,
24 hours or something.
right, yeah. And I think that's how you could get Conan on that for doing that. Like, but you gotta hit the Twitterverse and you just keep doing it and be like, yo, like this kid's not gonna go to sleep until you get on Conan, like give him 2 minutes.
No, 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 no.
You know?
No, I mean not like that. I
Okay.
mean I would get some good interview people from
Hmm.
different. So I would set up a special eCam machine that streams to my channel that has very nice overlays, and I can try and do this.
Yeah.
So it would be a mini news station. So it's like, like NBC,
Right.
something like that, but live. And people can interact with you. And I know there's channels, but no one's doing live interviews. So, what?
I think we're talking about the same thing. Like, the way I view Twitch is the way you're talking about doing it on YouTube. I don't think enough YouTubers do it. Like, I see what you're saying. It's like, all right, this is on. I'm talking to you all day. If you're available, I'm still here. But like, enjoy my content while I have this on. But I'm still available to speak. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
So I would have different people on the channel.
Mm.
Just an idea.
Yeah, just pulling up, like raiding you, like coming through. So like you're live and you're like, all right, Miles, you're gonna call at 8:15. All right, I got 5 minutes for you, Sammy. All right, yo, Doc's gonna call at 8:30. All right, fine. It's like a party,
No.
you know? Wait,
So
explain it
so it
again then.
would be like NBC kind of.
Okay.
Pretend it would be like the Superstar Network.
Mm-hmm.
So I would get the top interviewers that I really like that were up to this, and they would
Uh-huh.
have their own show. So if they I like their content, maybe if they don't have a viewer or viewing,
Yeah.
they would
Like a raid. Or no?
no. It would be like live TV.
Nah, I don't understand.
Maybe it's over your head.
Yeah. So you mean like, all right, so you'll be sitting in your studio, right?
Yeah.
And you just call me randomly, or like we plan it.
Acmini running.
Mm-hmm.
And they would pipe a show in. So pretend it has to be yes. So different creators on your channel, yes. So they would be associated with me. And so
Mm-hmm.
if they don't have gear, I would send it to them. So Mommy Lala does a show, an interview show. So
Mm-hmm.
that could be her hour at this time. Then Marcus
Oh,
does a
okay.
show.
I got what you're saying. I got
So
what
it
you're
would be
saying. But not
different hosts, and the main one is at different times.
right. So you're not always on camera.
No.
Okay. Now I get it. So it's like a network. I get what you're saying. So I would do a sports show or something like that, or like, and then you would just like have it built out to where, in for 24 hours you're just running content.
Or not
But the only
24 hours, but like different interview shows. So there's always content and always viewers.
I think that's brilliant, dude. I think
And,
that's brilliant.
and we would test it for like a day or two and see how many people actually like it and how many views we got and how many chat, you know?
The thing about it, I think that if this is possible, and I'm new to these YouTube streets, but like, could you simulcast? So like, so for example, like, could if I
Yeah.
was doing okay, yeah, that works. That's brilliant,
And then just have like a Mac Mini or M1 just
right?
rolling.
But then you would be producing it, or you would just let it roll,
I could have a producer, or I can just set it up so it just they come in and have someone like do basic things like pull them up, pull them down, and it would
right?
stream.
Huh? And you could repurpose that content and make shorts and okay,
So there's so yeah, isn't that
that's
pretty?
brilliant, dude. Do it.
And there's already a channel like that kind of, but it would be different.
How long? How hard do you think it would be to do though? Like for you, like what's your day like? You see what I'm saying? Like how hard would it be for you to like first off gather all your folks from all over? Because it would be like a one. I'm thinking like maybe 1 or 2 days stunt, right? And you would kind of not want to keep anyone out, but at the same time, you kind of have to edit that to be like, to maybe like do like a highlight video or something like that. How long do you think it would take you to set up to produce
For who?
for you? Like after you get everything, or how long would it take you to just get all the creators together? Do you think?
Yes. Like it would be planned,
Yeah, I know.
but it would take me maybe to produce this idea.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't because I could just do a basic thing that
Yeah.
like I don't want to be rude, but I could just use like restream and just bring it in and then bring that from Ecamm to pull up the comments.
I got it, bro. But I'm talking about like, so, yo, this is crazy because I love having conversations like this. So from start to finish, how long would it take you to get comfortable? Like to where you like, okay, no matter what, I got 2 hours, I got 3 hours of content. Like even though the content is not done yet, I got like 3 hours of things gonna happen on my channel right now, and I'm not there. Like then I gotta get the overlays ready. I gotta do all of this stuff. Like, how long would it take you to do you think? I mean, we don't know really, but how long do you think it'll take you
To do like the overlays and all that stuff.
to do the overlays, to book, say, like, okay, 6 hours worth of guests, say, I mean, 6 hours worth of creators, say maybe a giveaway, maybe like whatever, like you think, like in your wildest dreams, like how long do you think, like, do you think it's like Vlogmas ready? You could do it before Vlogmas, or do you think that it'll just be like this is just like a goal?
Maybe Vlogmas, but I want to be able to do this, and I'm gonna ask my content creators friends
Right.
because I have some big names, but I just want to be safe.
No, right. Because like you got to think about it, right? It's like, okay,
I don't
you can,
want this to be heard in my channel. I
no, I
want
got you.
this
And that's what I'm talking about. Like, all right, so you never want to give your key out, right? Your YouTube key. So you say to yourself, okay, so you kind of have to be present to bring. I mean, you can send eCam links out, you can send like website links out, but then it's like, all right, that's like the 25-meter target. But then it's like, okay, how do you schedule it to where like then you're then promoting it and then it gets you there. I think it's a brilliant idea, and if you can pull it off, I think it's definitely going to set a
because
trend.
I have some people already on my team, so they could just do it or something, or I can. And
Yeah,
I was thinking just do it in Restream
yeah,
because that's easy and basic, and then I could bring a production in, so that would be just running the stream,
okay.
and it doesn't have to be professional, but I will. I might have some people in mind already, but I don't know how good the like the viewership
No,
will
that's what
be.
I'm saying, bro. Like that's my whole point.
Yeah,
Because like I see what you're saying, but it's like, all right, to draw it out. I mean, like the
because I
idea
already
is
thought of like 4, 5 people already.
right. So maybe that's it then, right? Maybe not. Maybe I think that I'm caught up in your idea of a full day of television. Maybe it's an hour or 2 hours, right? Where it's just like, yo, and now to channel
And,
one, or now to
and
sports,
now
now
it's
to
like live
relationships.
TV kind of.
Right, 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 right.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you just flip it like a channel.
I just thought of the best idea.
Go.
Okay, so I would have a manager in the background
Yeah.
doing this, and then this is genius. So Restream, you can pull up RTMP. So I
Mm,
can have someone bring in this to Restream.
right, right, right. Yeah. You know what got me thinking? I was like, yo, maybe he
So
could do it
that
like a
means
yeah.
I could have these 10 people, and it's a 10-hour show, and this is always live, and maybe just an hour pre recorded. But
Mm,
it could be maybe all in English, but it's different shows about content creators and all that stuff. And I can try and
right.
get some amazing people to be host, plus it's me, and it could be
Yeah.
the Superstar Network.
There you go.
And it would
But
be the first show, live show on YouTube that is like live TV or something like that, that is fully produced, that we could just use. They could use their own system,
mhm.
and it just streams out. And then if we have to pull up the comments,
Yeah, that's I don't know. I'm trying to think of like the ugly, but it sounds so brilliant. I'm surprised no one didn't do it,
no,
right?
people
So
do 24/7 streams.
yeah, but they usually just loop music. They usually just loop stuff.
No, there's a big channel called Twit. That's a big
Hmm.
one.
Right.
Podcast. They have um 200,000 subscribers, and they started back in 2005. So
Oh,
they do this concept, but they don't. They do kind of like this,
hmm.
but I'm thinking even bigger
Mm.
because a lot of people know them, and they do. Do you know like Mac Break Weekly? That that's a
Nah.
big show. They do that, or I like. I know that's big, but
Hmm.
my idea is they have this was pre-recorded. What if
Mm.
everything was live? And these are smaller content creators.
Right. So that you know what though? You know what that has me thinking of?
What?
A contest. A
What do you
contest
mean?
with a contest within the contest. So like you know how like TubeBuddy does that, like, oh, if you have less than this many subscribers, we'll give you, like you can get it for cheaper. That's how I got my TubeBuddy. But then it's like if you
If you have
find
good content and
right,
you have some viewership.
right, but then like you get like some of the smaller interviewers because like I don't know about you, but like I watch a lot of like small like
Yeah.
people that like are above me, but I watch a lot of people who I think like should probably get a better camera and things like that because I draw inspiration from everyone. But then it's like reaching out to some of those folks and being like, because a lot of people don't like, we're grateful to have the community that we have, but a lot of people don't have that. So then it's like, all right, dude, like I'm gonna plug you in with this person. Like, what would you want to ask them? You know what I mean? And it kind of just brings it all to head. What do you think about that?
Yeah. Like I was thinking of like 3 people already
Yeah.
in the chat, but I'm gonna close this out soon. Not
All
feeling
right,
the
brother.
best still, but we are thinking of great ideas. I'm gonna ask some of my streamer friends.
Dude, when's your birthday, bro?
What?
When's your birthday?
Uh, why?
I just want to know, man. Just like you don't have to tell me like the year. I just want to know like the date. Because like whenever I like have like a like minded uh personality with someone, I'm just like, all right, he's either a Aries or a Libra.
10 days.
10 days?
Yeah,
Okay, I don't even know what that.
11th.
Oh wow, Veterans Day.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
but I
Yeah.
didn't want to say it because then people will say happy
I'm
birthday.
sorry, bro. Well, you got
No.
till next week. Hey man, I want to thank you for having me, and I love the mastermind group uh type podcast that we just did, or type show that you just did with me, man. Because you definitely got my wheels turning in the head, so I have to definitely think about like why I'm not thinking as big as you. But I'm definitely gonna try to be there and do my thing.
Yeah.
So I appreciate
So
you, Sammy.
thank you to everyone, and we're gonna dance this baby out.
Let's go.